Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video we will answer some comments of the Abduls. I like Abduls, I like to grow them in my yard, but the city is not allowed in me. Anyway, in here we will see Abdul saying, Christian lies as usual. God has only one religion, and it is Islam. Christianity is a man-made religion. That means your Islam is false. You know why? Because your God, Allah, He said that the Jews and Nasara, the Jews and the Christians, they will go to heaven, and He called us by that name. But you are saying to us the only religion is Islam. So how He called us, how He called the Jews Jews, and this is their religion, and how He called the Christians Christians, and this is their religion, if the only religion is Islam? Just to explain for those who do not understand, the term Nasara, according to Muhammad, was called for those apostles who follow Jesus. Alright? And apply for the rest of them, including us, today. So when a stupid Abdul, he says the religion is for Allah is only Islam, that is a contradiction in the Quran. Because if it's only Islam, then you should not call the Jews Jews and the Christians Christians. Because at that time, at least in the time of Jesus, they were Muslims. But you never called them Muslims in the time of Jesus, you called them Nasara. You never called them Muslims in the time of Moses, you called them Jews. So it's a stupid religion, and stupid comments will come out of it. Now, when you speak about man-made religion, I want to make a little comment about this. Man-made religion is God promising me a penis, which is endless, as your prophet did. كالنخل السحوق. Your prophet, he said, your penis will be endless, كالنخل السحوق, which means endless palm tree. That is a stupid promise of a stupid idiot guy who claimed to be a prophet of God. Man-made promise is the one who tell you when you go to heaven. Why I want to say it to you? Let us see it together.
Let me tell you something. In the Jannah, there's a hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's why I mentioned this hadith in the beginning. So whatever you can imagine or speak or describe the Jannah, you're not going to describe the Jannah the way is the Jannah is. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, you know, authentic hadith, he say, fil Jannah, in the paradise, ma la aynun ra'at. There is no such eyes can even see something like the Jannah. وَلَا أُذُنٌ سَمِعَتْ. Not even the ears, you cannot even hear about the true Jannah, because the Jannah is beyond what you are hearing. وَلَا خَطَرَ عَلَى قَلْبِ بَشَرٍ. You cannot even imagine, you cannot even describe or think what is the Jannah. Before, let me describe.
So, guys, he just said nobody can describe the Jannah, but now he will start describing the Jannah. He will spend the coming hour describing the Jannah, which he just said, the Prophet said nobody can describe it.
Describe something beautiful about your castle.
Your castle.
Your castle in the Jannah. It's something so beautiful. Your castle in the Jannah has 4 doors. You enter from one door. And one door or one gate, your servants from all kinds of servants would come and enter to help you. You have 70,000 servants in the paradise.
This is not a man-made religion. Allah will give you 70,000, by the way, those are boys, 70,000 little child, they will be naked serving you, and the Quran says they will never bleed. غُلْمَانٌ مُخَلَّدُونَ. That is not a man-made religion. You see, Allah, He will enslave 70,000 little human beings just because someone, he was bending his ass to Allah 5 times a day and shouting death to the infidels, death to the Christians, death to the Jews. It is justice in Islam that God will enslave 70,000 for every Muslim just to serve him sandwiches. Muslim, they say to serve. I believe it's for sex, because the Quran says they will never bleed. The Muslim, they say, will not bleed, which means they will not get drunk. The children, they will drink with you. They're kids, they will drink alcohol with you. So it sounds like they are for entertainment, not for, you know. So this is the logic of a Muslim speaking about logic and man-made. Who is the one going to be seduced by this? The terrorists who are, you know, suiciding themselves for the sake of this heaven, which is full of women, servants, slaves, food, you know, this is a religion speak to the penis, to the testicles, to the belly, and to the sexual desire in general. And then he will continue and he will say to you, you drink from a spring of water and then you will become 60 foot tall. And then you drink another spring of water and you will be white. That is religion of God. And we will find that they are eat and drink, which we saw before, because we ate and drink, we drank before. And then we see that it's speaking about bracelets of gold. Why they want to wear bracelet of gold in the heaven? If everything is for free in the heaven, what is gold for? And they will wear green garment of fine silk. Are you serious? So it doesn't work. We have only to work only in silk. Those poor people in the Arabian desert, all their life they dream to have one garment of silk. It's very expensive. And now Allah is going to provide you one green garment of silk, or maybe many, and heavy brocade. And they will recline or raise the thrones, which is couches. Like, this is amazing. I have a couch already. But you see, this is a religion speak to the Bedouin who have nothing. They have none of those. None of those. These days, gold is cheap. Silk is cheap. You don't need even to buy real silk. It's the same. It feels the same. It looks the same. You will not even recognize if it's the same or not. And let us say even the real one. So what a big deal. And then you promise me to sit in a couch? Simply, he is speaking to the Bedouin who they dream to have those things. But today, telling me I'm going to give you a couch. Okay, you give me the couch. Where is the big screen TV? I want a 3-dimension TV. You know, so those promises obviously is made by a man for the man. If God, he know the future, don't he know how advanced we will be? And how much of those things will be silly for us to promise us a shirt? You will promise me a shirt in heaven? Like, this is what you have for me? You promise me a bracelet of gold? Are you serious?
Spiritual body, is it a physical?
How we will look like? Please, guys, please listen. How we will look like? Please listen and think deep.
Body?
In fact, no, it will be completely different. Because the moment before we enter the Jannah, there is 2 springs. When you enter the Jannah, there is 2 springs.
Serious?
And there is like 2 rivers. One spring of water you drink, everything inside you, like hate, like envy, like a transgression.
Guys, Allah, he cannot take those things out of you without drinking water. It's a water he produced. It's called shampoo. You drink it, it's going to clean everything. Is hate can be cleaned by water? Is sin, you know, what are you talking about? You drink it? Like, is sin is in your belly?
Because the moment before we enter the Jannah, there is 2 springs. When you enter the Jannah, there is 2 springs. And there is like 2 rivers. One spring of water you drink, everything inside you, like hate, like envy, like a transgression, anything from you carry it with you from the life, from the dunya, from the lifehood, it will be removed. The second spring of water you drink from, that will make you so bright, so beautiful, and very tall.
Very tall.
You will be like 60 feet tall. You will be like 30 or 33.
So you will be 60 feet tall, as he said. And why is 60 feet? You people do not understand the mythology of Islam. When Adam was in heaven, Allah created him 60 foot. So when he entered heaven, when he leave the heaven, he shrink. And when he enter heaven, he have to extend or expand and go to the original shape again. When he go back to heaven, he will go back to the same size. And this is exactly what happened to Alice in the Wonderland. When she go in, she cannot fit. You know, she was so giant. In the heaven, she was so giant. This is what the story is about, you know. She was so giant, and then she cannot get in. So then she have to drink a water which is going to shrink her. Now, when she finished, it was a solution from Allah. He shrink you so you go to the earth because the earth is smaller maybe. And then after you drink the water, you get small and you get inside the heaven, and that will make you able to get in. I guess this is what exactly happened to Adam. Adam in Islam was 60 foot tall in heaven, but when he came to earth, he became 5 foot. He shrank too much. And as you see here, this is happening with Alice too. I think this is a missing story from the Quran, the Alice in the Wonderland. I think we can find this chapter maybe in future. You see here, Alice, she shrank, she became so tiny, and the funny hair clothes shrink with her. That's really beautiful. She had no problem to find the clothes after that. She stood up. She is wearing the same dress, but a small one. All right. Now, magic, brother. Now, Alice later, she wanna go back. So what she do? She need to get back to the size. So she find a little piece of cheese. It says, "Eat me." And she eat the cheese, and then she will become big again. And then you will see a Muslim speaking to us about logic, speaking to us about science, speaking to us about Allah miracle, when Islam is nothing but legends of old nations. It is fairy tale fabulous of ancient people mixed with the Quran, and those naive people believe it. Here we go. She is growing, she became so big. She ate too much.